opinions and views expressed by individuals during this broadcast are their own and may not be the opinions of this network, their group, or other organization they may be involved with.
Well, we meet again, dear friends. And how are you guys doing out there in the land of the internet? Guess what? It's Tuesday. And that means I'm here to talk some shit with you guys. And boy, things are on the move for me. You know, I've been thinking about it. I've been doing some work. I'm putting some thought into it. And, I got some questions that might be pertinent for some of my friends and maybe not for others, you know? I mean, when we think about the motivations in life, when we think about what's going on and we think about what we're doing and the people that are around us, we are constantly asking our friends, for validation. And we're constantly asking things in our life to motivate and be better. And when we ask, we try to make this so thought is energy, therefore it happens. So if you're putting thought to energy and all that stuff, then it's a good thing. But I'm going to be honest with you, okay? I'm going to be clear. You cannot do it commercial free, at least not here.
Are you a Northern Ontario resident searching for credible information on cannabis as a medicine? No Sir is here to help. Established in 2013, Northern Ontario Cannabis Education and Resources is here for you. No Sir Director Kim Cooper brings you 45 plus years experience utilizing cannabis as a medicine, and she is spreading that education across the North. Activism, referrals, resources, and more at No Sir. Don't be a jackass. Say no, sir, to propaganda with No Sir. Find them at www.nocer.ca.
You probably thought you were safe, but you're not. I'm going to get all this gibberish out of the way. I don't know about you, but when I got into watching TV as a young man, I'd have to watch these stupid dribbling commercials. Whether it was colleges or it was cigarette commercials or we wear short shorts. That's the one commercial that kind of slips in my head. And the thing is, I couldn't stand it, and then the fact that the commercials were loud and you couldn't get past it, I hate it. And I don't do it in my world. Oh man, no, we can't do that Christmas crap, kids. Wow, we're almost done with this stuff. I promise you, we are almost done with this stuff. And then I'll only bring you the good stuff. I do promise you.
Hey, hi, my name is John Mark, aka Sublimator Warrior, and I would like to welcome you to Smoke Signal in Tyendinaga.
One dab make your whole dome drip sweat. One dab make the homies all dip set.
Smoke Signals, Tyendinaga.
Smoke Signals, Tyendinaga.
Smoke Signals, Tyendinaga.
Ooey, ooey, gooey, that's a sticky dab. Might just have to put this one on Instagram.
Smoke Signals, Tyendinaga.
Hold it in, feel it in your wrist.
Smoke Signals, Tyendinaga.
Check us out in Tyendinaga. 55 Highway 49 in Tyendinaga. It's on the res, and we're open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week.
Was that like the greatest thing ever? Are you guys over? Are you done with it? I don't know if you are, but we're moving forward. We're doing something. How is your Tuesday, kids? Something big is brewing. I got to tell you, if you know what I do with a little place called Keeping It Green, you're going to understand exactly what I'm talking about. We're about to move into something a little bit bigger, a little bit more broad. And the thing is, it's going to be commercial free. There's no kickbacks. No one's making anything off it. It's going to be done, and we're not going to use it in any other guise other than having for entertainment and for streamers alike. When we stream and we do this, some of us get into streaming because it's just a fun thing. Some people, they want to be superstars. And the thing is, being a superstar is pretty cool and all that, but you got to put a lot of work into it. And if you're not putting the work into it, you can get really, really lost. And then there's people out there that might take themselves a bit serious. And then you got to just figure out where you fit. And are these the people that you would hang out with in your outside world, at the coffee shop or in front of the TV? Probably not. So the question is, you have to ask yourself, what is better for you? And what's better for you is getting out and doing this thing that makes you feel good. When you get a result, the result from anything that you put effort into is good, whether it's good or bad. There's times that you're going to get people that, don't quite understand it, Wayne. I just don't get it. And you're like, oh. And there's those people that are like, no, I totally see what you're doing. You're ahead of the curve, man. And the thing is, we have to then ask ourselves, what's the purpose? The purpose is, if you're having fun, which I believe is the key goal, to have fun. If you're having fun and people watching you have fun and people around you have fun, it's almost this addictive thing that happens. And I think it's beautiful, because what'll happen is you start to doubt yourself, and you start to doubt what's going on around you, because people aren't picking it up fast enough, or they're not getting what you're laying down. So what happens is You just got to take a chance. Guys, this morning, I'm going to just hang out with you for a little while. This is one of those Tuesday broadcasts. We don't give a flying F here. We're American, right? That's the key. The whole deal is we do what we want, how we want, the way we want. At least that's what I was told. There's a reason that the Brits didn't hold us down. There's a reason that we can't be held down. And it's because that whole idea of freedom. Freedom's a beautiful thing, freedom of speech, freedom of action. But the thing with all that freedom is you are not free from having a reaction. As they say, as you know, every action has a reaction. But the thing is we get these reactions. It's either because people are lost in their own little head game, or they're just kind of like trying to find validation. So their first thought is, I'm going to go to the internet and I'm going to speak my word. I'm going to speak my truth. And I'm going to make everybody listen to me because I am important. So then what happens is we end up getting people that resent us, or we get people that want to go along for the ride. I personally, I have a job that I'm tending to. So I'm able to come and stream when I'm not doing my job that makes money, that provides for my family. This is something that I do for fun. This does not provide for my family. This is why it's commercial free in my world. If it was providing for my family and it was a thing, yeah, there would be commercials and people would be paying for it because I know I have the content to make it. I know I have the ability to do it. I know I have what it takes. It's just a matter of, are you ready to submit to other people? Do you want to give other people what you think they want, or do you want to do what makes you truthfully happy? If you want to give it away for free, that's cool. If you want to try to make money, that's cool. But the one thing is, you can't enforce that upon the people who live free. You just can't. And I'm one of those people. I'm just not a part of it. That's right. This Friday, I'll be hanging out with some friends, playing a little bit of bocce, and we're doing it live. And you guys will have to come out and see us do our very first pre-Christmas bocce ball toss. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. It'll be live, and I'll be getting a whole bunch of people to join up. Yeah, you won't have to watch any commercials. You won't have to hear anybody's rambling. It'll just be bocce. That's right. In Tombstone, Arizona. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be throwing down some bocce. It's a great sport that goes back very far. It goes back, they say, back to the Roman Empire. So we like to play it. It's a whole lot of fun. It's a very relaxing sport to play with your friends. And one of the coolest things about it is it's a really cool interaction thing where you can talk to people, and it's very social. The game is super social. So as you're playing, you start to carry on, stories, and start laughing, making jokes. And then the camaraderie is floating and everyone's pretty stellar. So I'll be doing that on the 19th. You guys check it out in the evening of the 19th around 5 o'clock-ish. Still working out the details. And as soon as we got that going, you guys will have to come and check it out. It's going to be a Wild West adventure. It won't be taking place from a broadcasted studio with earphones and headset and sitting at a chair pressing buttons and talking some shit. No, it's going to be a live broadcast thrown out there so you guys can see the bocce, see the live action, see how these people interact, and see how us 1880s folk try to pull it together. But there's a lot going on with that. I dropped something. Excuse me. There's a lot going on with that. As I'm saying, Fridays are generally a night that I spend with a group of my friends in the world of imagination. I know, right? Most people are like, imagination? Yeah, like Dungeons and Dragons and that stuff. We like to do that kind of thing. I have a really great group of people that like to get together, problem solve, and have some fun on Friday nights. This Friday night, we won't be doing it only because I need a break. I need to make sure that my head is clear so I can move on to things that are important in life, right? If you do like what you're seeing here, you can share this amongst your friends if you want to. We've already got the boring stuff out of the way. The good stuff is only happening now that you're here. I can see you're here and hanging out with me. Thanks so very much. I can see the hearts. I can see you guys are watching. I hope you are having a glorious day. I'm working on it. I'm trying to make the day what it should be. What should it be, you say? I don't know. A place where you should get a little bit of laughs, get a little bit of your laughs in and have a good time. So what I keep trying to tell myself, good time, you say. You're like, what do you mean by good time? Well, there's a good time always found out.
Lefty road through dust and sun. Cowboy life, but ain't done. Came from Cali to Tombstone Land. Podcast mic in his hand. Tales of guns and smoky trails, cactus shadows, dusty veils, lights the pipe green and wild. Wayniac's words fierce as a child.
That not cool or what, man? You can find me keeping it green pretty much all the time. We like to go morning broadcasts right before work. In the middle of the day, there's a high noon broadcast put by some other folks in the new high noon. You're gonna love it, man. The high noon, we're gonna be throwing out some new content. I just got to get the new year provided for, and then I can take the time to start sitting back on the laurels and making shit happen in another way. It's weird. You want to get a new group of people. You want to create with new people, and you're trying to set these parameters so everybody feels comfortable. And the thing is, I don't want rules. I don't want rules for me, and I don't want rules for them. And the thing is, we just don't want to have content that is going to be derogatory. We don't want content that's going to lose people. And, we're trying to get it as clean and fun and friend as we can. When I say friend, I mean friendly. Sorry about that. I left out the L-Y. You guys got here today, and the time is now 11:10. We're 17 minutes into a 55-minute broadcast, and you are hanging out with me, the Wayniac, on the internet, floating around wherever you're watching it from. Are you sitting inside your house looking out the window wondering, God, it's snowing and it sucks? Or are you out there surfing? Hopefully you're out there surfing and playing in the sand and chasing children around in their little kitty clothes. I hope that would be the best part. For me, I'm sitting here right now looking out the window just because I'm broadcasting right now to you guys, but I will be going out to Bisbee today, and Bisbee is another area that I do enjoy. I really like it. So we're going to be going there for a little bit of culture, a little bit of lunch, a little bit of fun. My wife has an appointment there, and so do I. So think about it. You got to make the best of what you get. And that's today. We're going to be going into Bisbee. Bisbee's the mountain range that is parallel in between my and Mexico proper. Mexico's only about 45 minutes away, I believe. That's the border, that big, ugly, rusty looking wall. I've been there before and took a piss. You too can go and check it out. If it's something that you think you want to see on the internet, you can go check out any of the CNN footage. I'm sure you can find it. You can even type in Bisbee, and you'll see some people that do some really cool tours there. And I think one of the cool tours there is when you go down Lowell, which is a street that is basically stuck back in time. This is definitely not the broadcast I was going to give you guys today, but this is definitely a broadcast. And thank you for joining me. The one I was going to give you is going to be a little different. Let's just say a little different because we're about to make ultimately some huge changes. That's right. The new year's coming, guys. The new year is around the corner, and it's going to bring some new opportunities, and it's going to bring some new fun. Opportunities is a great word. It's giving myself an opportunity to check with you and give it a platform that will make sense. A platform at which you guys can view some Wild West activity and some other content. I'm not there to educate. I'm not there to give you any propaganda. I'm not there to give you a one-sided view or even any-sided view. We're there. It's going to be your choice. Some people are busy working and they can't do it. They can watch. Or some people are actually in the middle of their high noon. Doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is no interest. Those commercials suck too. I don't even play those commercials. I can omit those and wait for the music to carry on. Isn't that what it's supposed to be, life? Like what? Life, music, and then like carrying on? It should be, at least. I mean, a lot of us forget that because we're going to work every day. We're trying to provide for the family. And it ends up just being this weird rat race. I'm going to drink some water. Please excuse me for a moment. Well, I'll even... That's right. You just saw me drink some water. Big news, huh? Ooh. So every day or close to it, I'm working down on the world famous Allen and 4th Street in Tombstone, Arizona. Allen and 4th it's where it all began. It's where the whole gunfight with the OK Corral and the Cowboys and all that happened. So I'm standing on history, and I'm very humbled every day because this history has given me an opportunity to come and make a living. Talking about a story 144 years ago. It's pretty cool. I enjoy it, and it's something that I do. If you guys like this, you can like and share if you want. Get it out there. Get your friends to tell who it is. Share it amongst all the same 15 people. That's the way to do it. No, when I'm done, I'll go back. If it's even worthy, I'll send it out to the web. No, I'm joking. I go back, I'll watch it, see if it's going to be anything that's that my other folks would like. If it is, maybe I'll share it there. Maybe I won't. Maybe it'll just be another broadcast. This is my 101st episode. Woohoo! 101 episodes of this shit, right? Man, who's the man here? Me or you? I don't know. I think it's me. I think it's all, yeah. Isn't it always? Ah, shit. Well, it's fun. Today was one of those things where, I know I had to do this. This is one of those. I wasn't really excited. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go live and talk some shit. When you do things that are lackluster, it shows to people. The thing is, I ain't no lackluster dude. So I'm not letting that get behind me or it. What I'm doing is I'm making way for the new. The new is for the new year. We're going to bring you some new stuff, new content at a new location that's going to be well worth your and my time. Check it out. There's probably some good coming out of there, but I know there's going to be some amazing coming out of there. Gentlemen, we finally meet. Where were you guys? We stopped for so obviously you upset. Woo-hoo! You're my best friend. I'm so glad we got to meet.
2 hours later.
No, you're gonna take us not in that bad way, no! Did you not bring you the wild west? West life is always something that appeals, at least to myself. There's so many folks out there that have young boy, young girl, in the life where John existed, and they lived in that world where cowboys and kids around and play these games. They don't play them anymore. But the thing is, I see kids on the street, and they're still having a massive imaginations going on. And it's so cool. So as a cowboy, it feels good to be able to bring that to life, even for that second. The payday is so righteous. Money is okay, but the payday, the payday is that righteous feeling of knowing that they just met a piece of history. Maybe a piece of history that's not Wyatt Earp, a piece of history, Doc Holliday, a piece of history that's not some old, bullshit. That's something really cool Still new and relevant. It's gunfighting in the Wild West. How can you possibly go wrong? I know we're 25 minutes into a 55-minute broadcast this morning, and we're hanging out. It's always that time here, and if you know what time that is, I assure you, you should find the time to make it. You know what I'm talking about. You don't have to be smart. You can be if you want. You can always do it. But I got to remind you once again, the one and only coolest place you want to hang out, free zone right there. Check that out. Right.
Spark it up and pass it around.
Oh, all right. Well, now we're going to have some, but that's all right. This stuff exists elsewhere. We're going to, that's what happened. I went to hit it. It didn't depress. Don't want the whole show to flounder because of it. And that's one of those like, oh shit. You know, and that's when the one-man show thing can be kind of dangerous. If you have a producer that's sitting back in the corner, that guy can kind of sit there and go, okay, we can get this video for you and get that going, which is cool. The one man, who's pretty actually, I didn't expect that. 26 minutes and 55 podcast. You're hanging out with me, the Wayniac, and yeah, you're keeping it going this morning. You're with me. Hopefully, you're been up doing your business. Hopefully, you're around. Hopefully, you're not in your night clothes, standing there thinking, because that would be just plain weird now, wouldn't it? But with that being said, I think we got things that we should definitely be looking into this fine day. And one of those things is, how do you spend your imagination time? You know, when you're not working, when you're not sitting around doing nothing, when you got that moment in between, how do you spend it? Most people dream about a future that they can't have, or they dream about that woman or man that they really shouldn't be with, or they dream about, you know, they think about their family and their friends or things from the past. And we can't dwell on it, and we don't live there, but it makes us think about it constantly. But what about yourself? I like good music. I always have. I'm a fan of it. Something about it is so liberating, you know, something about it is so informing when you listen to a song that motivates you. Makes you want to dream, makes you want to write, makes you want to think. Where did we ever go wrong? That's the question. Is it that 95-hour work week? Is it that unattainable 401k that if you cash out too early, you're going to lose the benefits of, but you got to keep putting in to keep it? Or is it that fucking neighbor who keeps walking over your fucking lawn? Or is it that TV show or that Prilex commercial that plays on repeat over and over when you're trying to watch a show? But if you're lucky, you get that little icon in the bottom that counts down, you know, through the moments that gets you through the commercial break. I think it's all of the above. I think a lot of people want to find absolution. The problem is there's no absolute. There's no guarantee. But there is hard work and determination. We know that to be a fact because this is something that's been proven to us time and time again. Hard work and determination. Something we can share with our brothers and our sisters, but we got to hope that they pick the mantle up and they want to carry it along. You know, this is 101 episodes of this, guys, on the NOK. You're hanging out with me today, the Wayniac. You're waking up with me. And, you know, I hope you're having a stellar time. Yes, we're staying away from the obvious elephant in the room. No, there's none of that Christmas crap here, kids. Bah humbug. No, I'm not a humbug, but I am. I'm a real humbug. I can't stand the action. I can't stand the story. I can't stand it. But comes to the day of, I love seeing all the kids and everybody get happy and, you know, the way it changes. I try to be a positive, good guy year round, not just one day out of the fucking year. That's just me, right? What about you? What about you? That's right. I don't know. I think about it, and the first thing that comes to mind is, I know, right? That's what happens when you put out something that's really cool. Some people get it, some people don't. For the two of you watching, woohoo, it's a party. For the 2 hearts, thank you. Woohoo, it's a party. I do appreciate it. You know, sometimes you just got to figure out the way that the wave is treating you. You cannot steal the wave from someone else because a local will find you and they will beat you down. So what you got to do is you have to assertively find your own wave. And you have to make sure that along the way, your safety is there and you ride the wave. A lot of people want a for sure ride to the shore. They want the perfect curl. Problem is, you got to work for it. Riding a wave is very, very epic. You feel as if you are taming Mother Nature. The same feeling I get from freedom on my day-to-day. The American freedom that I enjoy daily. If it wasn't for that freedom, I wouldn't have the job that I have. I wouldn't have the standing at which I have in my society at large. Yes, I'm a gunfighter out of Tombstone, Arizona. That sounds really weird to say in the year 2026. It's awkward. There's no tax exemption from it. There's not even a code that I can use for the tax man on that. My tax man looked at me and said, so, I mean, you're a drug dealer. I said, no, I'm a performer. He started laughing. You have to find that place, and this is that place. For me, guys, this place is just not turning into the place that I want it to be. I come to you guys on Tuesdays. I come here with, my interpretation of a good energy, good vibe, good 55 minutes of babble. And it might not be. It might not be the cup of tea that people are looking for. Some of you might not understand it. Some of it might be a little too low brow for some of you. And for some of you, it's just not the thing. So the new year is going to bring some new, really cool, exciting stuff, guys. I cannot wait to share it amongst the internet, share it amongst my friends, inundate everyone's feed with it, and let them know that this whole thing, this whole thing right here,
at the Cochise Hotel, you can make it like it's your own. Boy, oh boy, let me tell you, with 6 bedrooms and 6 baths, there's a lot you can accommodate. The idea of living in history? Most folks want to move in and they think to themselves, well, I'm going to put brand new flooring in there and maybe make me a brand new kitchen. But the problem is you don't have the Dragoon Mountains to stare at. Or maybe Tombstone right up the road. Or maybe you want to go have some barbecue with a few fellas. Or maybe you're just looking to rest your feet. Come on out. Stay the night. Join us here at the Cochise Hotel. Oh, there's things. Gotta go. Hey, hold on. No, put that down. That's important. God damn it.
Cochise Hotel is a very, very big deal in our town and in the whole state of Arizona. Cochise Hotel is a historical residence that we know for a fact that the Earps, Doc Holliday, Big Nose Kate, and a few of those other famous and big named outlaws went and hung out at. We know this to be a fact. So it's a historical registered place. So the fact that I got the chance to walk around it like I own the place was pretty freaking cool. I got free run. I got the run camera there. So I got a lot of content from there. And that content is still being edited. I got a lot. But what we can do is, we can share the stuff that's good that we like. Now, by the way, the comments that are coming in, guys, I'm a one-man show, so comments for me are kind of difficult to show because I don't want to mess up the broadcast. So you will definitely, at some point in the show, I don't know, is it for sale? I can't see all the comments. Once again, comments are so difficult for me to do in here because what happens is I can hit the wrong button and then all of a sudden the camera changes angle, lose the feed, drops out of this, drops out of that. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, snap. And then I'm screwed, and then you're screwed. And then all of a sudden we're all screwed, and then we have to get screwed together. And I don't want to do any less or any more screwing unless we're really screwing. And the one thing with the real screw is realize that, yeah, in a historical place like that, it's pretty freaking cool. I will get the comments at the end, okay? What I do is I go back after the feed. I'll watch the comments. I will send the comments back out there, and I'll even answer to your comments, get you some stuff so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, forgot. Here. Well, we're at it again, and you're here. You're hanging out with me. Thank you for hanging out. And once again, I will get to those comments, and I'll be able to reach out and let you guys get validation. But right now, we are hanging out right here. Currently, you're doing the thing. I'm showing you guys what it's like to have a little break in the day. You're hanging out with the Wayniac, and you're keeping it green this fine day, and I appreciate that. And hopefully, you can keep that same energy going. Check it out at Keeping It Green. We have a live page that's there for you guys. It's a public page. I even got a private one, but the private one you have to be invited to. And if you're not invited to, then you don't even need to know about it. That's where the good content is, where all the good stuff is. Any of the good giveaways, any of that other stuff. You can also find pages that I entail work with. What about this? There's 2 pages of What About This. There's just some wacky content that you can't find, or I share content that intrigues me. And it makes me go, what the fuck was that? So I share it. Some of it is friendly, some of it's not, but that's up to you to decide. And then you can find me also at Adventures with Lefty. That's right, the Adventures with Lefty. Some Wild West fictitious cowboy stuff taking place in the real Tombstone, Arizona, right before your eyes. I am the Tombstoner, and we are keeping it so freaking green today. And we are staying away from some obvious big old elephants, because those big old elephants, you got to eat them one bite at a time. 39 minutes into it and we're hanging out, kids. What do you have planned? What do you got going on? I'm always interested. I like to ask people, what's the news? That's always the question I've been asking for 100 million years to my friend. What's the news? It's kind of like, what's going on? What don't I know? Now, there's a lot I don't know. But what I mean when I ask that's what's going on in your world, what's the news in your world? And some people really blow me away. Oh, my daughter's back in town and my nephew has a kid and Johnny died and there was a car accident Thursday and I happened to witness it. Oh, no, I got a great new job and I got a raise and it's so cool. I love getting in my job. And that bitch is yelling at me because she's two-faced and wants to lie to me. And that guy right there wants to, the life going stuff. And then, oh, well, this person does that, and then this person's not doing that enough. And then the funny thing is people get ass hurt and get upset over an opinion. You don't like what they post or you don't like their thing, and they get ass hurt. Could you imagine someone blocking you because they get ass hurt because of your opinion on something they posted? That to me is pretty hokey. I see it though. You see it all the time with people and friends. I've talked to so many people who are like, dude, I can't believe this happened. And I'm like, it's a thing. Maybe if you put too much content out there, people will block it because maybe they don't want to see it every day. That could be it. Or maybe there's an inferiority thing going on, or maybe they just don't want that in theirs. You never really know because everybody's opinion and their matter is different. So that's why you gotta be a unicorn amongst a field of horses, friends. Seriously, you gotta shine and you gotta know when to run with the crowd. You gotta know when to stay away from the crowd. You have to know when to stand alone from the crowd. And the thing is, you can't tell when you're standing knee deep in the murk, that murky, slippery downward slope. I recently tried to watch some lives of some friends of mine. I just couldn't get into it. Not only was it a long day after work, but the content did not grab my attention. So the thing is, it told me that wasn't the time for me. So that's the idea. Finding a time that the content works for you. Some people want to have a sit back sesh where they can just, waste 8-9 hours smoking. Other people just want to hit and run. Someone had asked me recently, why do you have these really short little things? And it's because some of it is not set for big old public, ideas. Some of it's just because I'm going in there and I'm doing it and I'm done. Don't have to share every moment with everybody, especially when you spend enough time on the internet. People will think that and they'll suddenly look at it as if you are. It's not an egomaniac thing because no one else is doing it for you. How many other people actually plug and move your product? Unless they're getting some kickback or feel like they're going to get something out of it. On the regular, do people talk about you and your content? On the regular, do people talk about sharing your content and how original it is? Are you one of those original people with original content, but yet no one's sharing it because you have people that are, I don't like this? Well, if you are one of those people, please contact me because I will help you out because we can do what is proper. Got to fly that skull and bone, baby, and let the world know that sometimes pirates are people too. That's right. And sometimes you just got to do the business. Yeah, you heard me. The real business. Yes. And then when we're all done, we can sit back and cheer. Yeah, all right. That's right. Even guys back there. Yes, right there. I love it. Oh, that's right. Man, it's a dopamine blast and you guys are feeling it. And that's what happens. You should be feeling it. You should be definitely carrying on with your carry on. If you do have a carry-on bag and you'd like to stow it in my house, please send it to P.O. Box 1153, Tombstone, Arizona. That would be fine. I'll check out your carry-on unless it's diaper bags or any kind of, I don't know, maybe Canadian paraphernalia. No, maybe I can get away with that. We can always use a little bit of maple syrup and a little bit of get out and a little bit, you guys don't know, but hey, I know. So take a look. I got this thing for you guys. Let's talk about it right now. Let's go for it. Keep it green. Yeah, and a little bit of high noon. Yeah, that's right. And bong hit time 420. Yeah, that's right. Oh my God, you can find me at all of those places. No, you can. You can find me at all those places. I am the curator and the owner of it, so you can come and check out all those places, and maybe we can share some content or even get your content seen or even mine. At the same time, got to remember, you're not living unless you're alive. No, you did not hear me. I meant that because when you're living, you have to stay alive. Whoa, hey, all right. I appreciate you guys showing up. You're coming at the end of my show here. We got a 45 minutes of a 55-minute broadcast, and we're getting really close. We've already done our business, the business, and the business at hand is that it's that time of year. That's right. You have a month of shopping dates to my birthday. That's right. Actually, more like 2. February, you guys, my birthday's coming. Make sure to get that project finished, because if you're going to send that in the mail to me and make sure that I get my present, I want that project to be important. And I also want to say thank you in advance, because I know you're all going to send your stuff. No, you're not. But it doesn't matter. I get it anyways. Are you guys celebrating the humbug time of the year? Are you celebrating Yule? Or are you celebrating Hanukkah? I'm interested. I see so much celebration going on, and then we even have Kwanzaa at the same time. It's a lot of celebration for the new year, friends, and at the end of this year, moving into what is going to get us into the new year. And I hope you guys have a stellar go at it, because celebrate, because certainly not everybody is kung fu fighting, but everybody should be dancing. Get out, dance with your friends, let them know what's up. That's right, party like a rock star. You know what? I just can't say it anymore. Guys, thank you so very much for this fun ride. 101 episodes. It's been good. It's been work. You know, I've had to put some time in. I've had to share some content, and I've had to do a lot of sharing of these videos to get other people to view them. So thank you very much. You know, but that too means that the new year is bringing something spectacular. It's bringing something very spectacular, and I want you guys to be prepared for it. I want you guys to know, coming in the new year, you want to be there. You don't want to miss it. We got a whole lot of fun and excitement rolling your way. And by the way, with that being said, get outside and get some sun in your face. Even if you are standing in 3 feet of snow, or even if you're standing at the beach right now in a little skimpy little 1-piece, 7-piece, or no piece, get out and say thank you. Let your gratitude be the attitude. If you can keep that gratitude and keep it shining, I think everybody in the area sees it, because suddenly you become like a lighthouse, as beacon of light that other folks want involved with. You can do the other. The other is not the same. It's less fun, more, I don't know. But you can find it. I can find it. And you can find me at, that's right, Keeping It Green. That's right, Bong Hit Time 420. Woo! And what about this? And what about this? And you can find me at the Girls of Coffee Time. You can find me at Sir Steve-O Certified Army. And you can also find me all around. But guys, you're going to see me around. And that doesn't mean that we've stopped. It just means sometimes we have to change a look. We have to sometimes add a little bit of intrigue. We have to add a little bit of color to a white pastel. Wait, white pastel? Who the fuck are you talking about? I don't know. I'm joking. Guys, work is what I'm talking about. You just got to put work in and be the reason. They thought it was good. Be the reason. All right. Nice. I always look forward to, after I work, a good long stretch, because it kicks my ass. And then I know I have a few days to do honeydews, and I have a few days to take care of things that are important here at the compound. So I'm constantly trying to figure out that ebb and flow of what needs, what's not. My harvest went really good. We're in the middle of brewing mead. That's right. You hear me say that, mead, guys, the medieval drink, European drink made out of honey and yeast. Ooh, it's so good. It rocks your world. We're bottling and we're getting it out there. We're going to be Settlers Mead out of Tombstone, Arizona. Do hope you guys get a chance to get some of our product. It's really good. A honey port peach orange zest mead. Last one was just a honey orange zest. It came amazing. Brewed for 2.5 months, and it was really good. This one we're going to push past Christmas, past the New Year, and hopefully we'll be opening in my birthday in February or even maybe January, and we'll be doing that for our birthday, and we'll have a celebration, and we'll definitely get people out there to celebrate, and we'll go live so you guys can see that as well as our bocce game on Friday. That's right. Join us as we bocce it Friday, yeah, with friends and family. Oh my God, and we bring in this fun time, and I hope you guys are having a lot. I hope you have some fun going on your Friday. If not, make it fun. Maybe, go for a drive. Have the wife put a wig on. Maybe you realize that as you're sitting here 51 minutes of a 55-minute broadcast with 3 of you guys watching, thank you so very much. I'm sure the 3 of you are getting a kick. I'm sure you guys are enjoying yourself, and I hope you do. Hopefully you got the time to spend and waste. Hopefully this broadcast is coming out loud and clear, and I hope it's all going good. And for my friends in the back seats and in the cheap seats, you guys are so fucking important that I want you guys to know this, that everything that you do is being watched. That's right, by little sister, big brother, and old uncle, buddy, Jim, whoever the fuck. But so on a serious note, I want to say I'm watching and I know what you're doing, and so is Santa. Something about that voice is just so freaking fun. It just makes everything sound funny, right? I don't know. No, maybe it's just me. But we're 52 minutes in a 55-minute broadcast. We're going on the outskirts of this one. We're leaving this little shanty, little town right here. We're going where the lights are brighter. We're going where people are more happy. To Broadway. No, we're not going to Broadway. We're staying away from Broadway because that's where people get shot. No. We are going where the lights are brighter, though. We're going outside in the sun where it's gorgeous today. Today is a whole whopping 73 degrees. Oh, I love it. It's t-shirt weather. And it's also that time of day when you get to go to Bisbee, you get to see the higher altitude brings a different energy of folks. And it also gets you, cool place to spend your time. Gentlemen, ladies, and friends, I do appreciate all of this hard work that you're doing. I appreciate you hanging out with me. The new year's coming, man. We got some new things happening right around the corner, okay? We're going to be doing some stuff that's going to be fresh and exciting. Exciting! No, isn't that a song? She's fresh and exciting. I forgot. It is a song. I just don't know when. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen and foul creatures of the up northmost standing folks in the back seats, thank you for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate you guys hanging out. That's right. You know what? I do. And I want to say thank you very much because, you guys are here with me for the moment. Don't know. Don't have a whole lot more for you because we are 53 minutes. Oh, look at that. 54 minutes into a 55-minute broadcast. We're coming to an end. And I want to say thank you for my viewers. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my haters even more. You make it so fucking much better. If you can't be sarcastic, then there's no need on being. Always do the right thing when no one's watching. And I'm going to prove this to you because I got a video of this lovely lady doing the right thing when no one's watching. Well, maybe, she knows people watching because it was in front of a lot of people. I've been playing this video since day one, 101 episodes. I've been playing this at the end of every broadcast. Guys, this is where it's at.
Do it.
Technical difficulties, one more time.
Dead silence.
Here we go.
And then when I get it all the way down, I'm going to turn so you can all see it.
It's not playing, and I'm not doing a sleepover. A friend of mine is a sword swaller. She's a magnificent sword swaller. She does it live in front of great crowds and gets a huge standing ovation. She's also an contortionist. She's also a great singer. She actually holds her own show. It's pretty freaking cool. This is what I would love to show it to you guys. But somehow the technical difficulty section is kicking in, and all we can do is just hang out. Guys,
and then when I get it all the way down,
I think we're done. I think the day is bright. I think the day is long. As always, from your friend, from me to you to everyone else. There's people in the comments, and I'm going to get to you guys right now. Dominico is on stage. Hello, Dominic. I love Dominic's stuff. Everything you put your comments up to Dominic, it's really cool because you're one of those guys that has really cool stuff. The rest of you guys are up there and all of a sudden. Well, we are hanging out. We're done hanging out. There's no more hanging out because the party's over. This is usually when you're asking your friends that, hey, you got to go. And they're like, what? I'm okay for that. And you're like, no, you're not okay. Most of the time, you just got to figure out.
We're going to do it.
Why? All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. Always.
And when I get it all the way down.
Always.
I get it all the way down.
Keep it green!
I'm going to turn so you can all see it. And you're going to erupt in applause.
This is weird.
Yes? Yeah!